So you can't just come to a stop, right? Like you have to actually brake, right?
Yes. Now, Graham, this is important. You can kind of nurse it into that bus stop. So slow down a fair bit early on, and then feel free to accelerate back up, and then brake back down, just to get yourself in the right spot.
Where does the bus stop actually have to be?
You want it to be visible.
Yeah, like I think it has to be visible in the right-hand window.
It does, yes.
Yeah.
What happens when you stop at a bus stop?
You can open the door.
Yeah, you hit the C button.
No one gets on.
You hit the C button again, closes the door, and then you keep going.
Is that effectively a pause? Like, could you like leave it and go away?
We've never tested it.
Test it.
Who was the city planner?
Everyone switch to bus cam and watch me open the door. Okay, here we go.
Okay, here it is. Oh, okay.
So like nurse it in.
Okay, wait.
Okay,
I gotta speed up a little
speed.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you're good.
A little bit
Good. And
brake.
You got it.
Open the door.
Okay, open the door.
Close the door.
And on we go.
We should have tested what happens if you just leave the door open and put the controller down.
Well, because then I might rack up another crash. Although, would that still count as a stop and a crash?
I would say definitely.
I would say
infinite stops. I mean, you could argue that it was not a successful stop.
That's true, but it still counts as a stop.
You definitely did stop. There's no question there.
The bus did stop.
Ian had to sit at the stop accidentally last night. Ooh. Are the stops, do we know if the stops are still there at night? You can't see them, but do we know if they're there?
We don't.
There's no way. Well, there's no way to know.
We could turn up the gamma quite a bit and actually see.
I don't know. They're not there. Like turning up, like the side doesn't show up, right?
It does a little.
Just the black
It
level?
does a little.
What?
I suspect that if you timed it out and stopped at exactly the right time, you
might do
still
it.
If you
stop
watch like the mile
successfully.
catcher, you mean? Like,
Yeah, well,
Do we know if you can stop at places that aren't the stop?
that is not fully confirmed.
What? What do you mean?
Do what?
If you can like brake and pause, or like if you can stop the bus and start it again.
No, not unless it's a bus stop. That I have tried
Okay.
to do.
All right.
Have you tried driving along the right-hand side at night to see if a bus stop was there?
It doesn't. The problem with the nighttime is that the only thing visible is the road, the lines, and the two headlights. Like
It doesn't render anything.
it
else.
doesn't actually render the sides.
It does though.
But what was interesting?
It
though
does render the sides
is
because
when
they were visible when the thing was there. I'm pretty sure that isn't it just a very, very dark red?
So here's what I suspect.
All right.
Because this is a trick that was used on Game Boy Color for a lot of racing games.
Someone says you will overheat at bus stops. I have done it in the emulator.
Oh.
You overheat if you just stop. That's the reason why you can't stop anywhere.
So Game Boy Color games, when they wanted to simulate racing games, they would just play video, and it would be sort of like a really primitive QuickTime VR. So depending on where you were on the road, they would just play a different set of video. So I suspect that actually what we're seeing is more or less different kind of video states, and so the towing state is different from the nighttime state.
Yeah.
Or towing at night would be different from the nighttime state, which is why it renders that. I would suspect that because they didn't want to program it multiple times, if you timed it out and got to where a bus stop actually was supposed to be at night, even though you couldn't see it, you could probably still stop there because they wouldn't program it more than once.
Graham, those are nice colors on that screen.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Pretty.
They are.
Bright.
Very
Bright.
Very nice.
When I crash 3 times, you can continue that sentence.
I'm just saying. I'm wondering.
No, anyone else in here can start talking.
I hear that you think that I might have a theory that's working for you, so I.
real smooth.
It is true. We are making more money right now, and you did crash with us.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I'm not saying I've done any better.
Half your theory is total garbo though, because because during Ian's shift he did not crash and stopped at 3 bus stops, and you still beat him. So that half of the theory doesn't hold true.
That was actually my theory, the bus stop theory.
Oh, okay.
Was totally me.
What do you mean?
The theory that stopping at bus stops actually pushed.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't my theory.
Oh.
But Ian is just, I mean, it's Ian, right? Ian is just magnificent, so it just
True
theories
facts.
are not
Oh
necessarily
yeah, Stone Cold badass 3 bus stops.
Yeah.
Crazy.